The silent agony in your legs and the simple foods that can stop it, they come at night. When the house is quiet, when your body is still, when you think you're finally safe to rest, then suddenly your leg locks in pain. A muscle cramp that grips and won't let go. For many seniors, this isn't just discomfort. It's a nightly battle. But what if the solution wasn't in a pill, but already sitting quietly on your plate? Welcome to the world of elderly wisdom, where strength comes not from youth, but from insight, intention, and the smallest daily choices. In this video, we're diving into 3 everyday foods that hold the power to stop leg cramps in their tracks. Foods that restore balance, rebuild muscle, and help you sleep without fear of sudden pain. These are not exotic ingredients or expensive supplements. They're simple, accessible, and proven to work. And each of them supports not just your muscles, but your healthy aging lifestyle. Let's begin with a humble hero. A food most people overlook, especially in later life, worried by old myths and outdated fears. But for seniors seeking stronger muscles and fewer sleepless nights, this food deserves a second look. The quiet strength of the egg. For decades, eggs were either glorified as the perfect breakfast or vilified as cholesterol bombs. But science now tells a different story, one that's especially relevant for those over 60. Because beyond the shell lies a perfect balance of nutrients, tailored for aging bodies. Each egg holds 6 grams of high-quality protein. That's not just fuel, it's repair. It's the very building block your muscles cry out for as they break down over time. The medical term is sarcopenia, the natural loss of muscle mass that accelerates after age 65. When this happens, cramps become more common, more painful, and more stubborn. But protein helps to slow this down. And not just any protein, complete, easy-to-digest protein, just like what eggs provide. But protein is only the beginning. One of the most overlooked aspects of an egg is its vitamin D content. This fat-soluble vitamin helps your body absorb calcium, which is essential for muscle contraction and relaxation. Vitamin D also supports nerve function and bone strength, key pillars of senior home safety and physical independence. Here's the catch. Seniors often lack vitamin D. Less sun, weaker digestion, and fewer dietary sources contribute to widespread deficiency. That's where the egg yolk steps in, providing a modest but meaningful amount, about 40 IU per egg. It may not sound like much, but when paired with foods like fortified dairy or fatty fish, it creates a foundation for stronger, cramp-resistant muscles. Then there's vitamin B12, another star inside the egg. This nutrient is crucial for nerve communication, muscle coordination, and even the production of red blood cells, your body's oxygen transport system. Without enough B12, you may feel tingling in your hands and feet, weakness in your limbs, and yes, those nagging night cramps. Since B12 absorption declines with age and is worsened by common medications like antacids or metformin, eggs become even more vital. They're not only rich in B12, but the kind your body can actually absorb. Now, some seniors may still worry about cholesterol. But modern studies have good news. For most older adults, eating up to 6 or 7 eggs per week does not raise cardiovascular risk. In fact, replacing processed meat or frozen meals with eggs is often a far better strategy for heart and muscle health. As part of a balanced diet, eggs can be a safe, powerful addition to your clutter-free living approach to nutrition-focused, essential, and regret-free. And don't underestimate the timing. Eating eggs in the morning gives your muscles what they need to rebuild. But having a light omelet or poached egg in the evening can be just as effective, especially for reducing those midnight spasms. You get protein for recovery, vitamin D for relaxation, and B12 for nerve protection, all in one simple meal. That's the beauty of elderly wisdom. It teaches us that healing doesn't always require complication. Sometimes it's about choosing the right small thing and making it part of your everyday life. The banana, a gentle giant in the battle against cramps. It doesn't shout for attention. It doesn't come wrapped in labels or bold health claims. But the banana, soft, familiar, and quietly powerful, has been fighting for your muscles all along. If eggs offer strength through structure, then bananas deliver relief through balance. And for seniors waking up in the middle of the night with sharp pain in their calves, that balance is everything. Leg cramps in older adults are often not a mystery. They're the body's response to a system out of sync. And one of the most common imbalances? Potassium deficiency. Elderly wisdom reminds us that the body doesn't just break down because of age. It breaks down because of what it lacks. And as we age, our appetite often shrinks, our hydration drops, and certain medications like diuretics deplete vital minerals. That's where bananas step in, sweet, simple, and filled with what your muscles crave. Potassium, the calm within the storm. A single medium banana holds about 420 milligrams of potassium, covering roughly 12% of your daily needs. This mineral plays a critical role in regulating muscle contractions, transmitting nerve signals, and maintaining proper fluid levels in your cells. Without enough potassium, your muscles become excitable, contracting when they shouldn't, spasming without warning, and causing that dreaded nighttime ache. When potassium is low, the body suffers silently. Nerve signals become erratic. Muscle cells lose their grip on hydration. And before you know it, a simple shift in your sleep position triggers a wave of pain. That's not just aging, it's imbalance. But a banana a day, sometimes 2-4, those with frequent cramps, can gently restore that equilibrium. But potassium isn't the whole story. The unsung partner, magnesium. While potassium is the muscle's conductor, magnesium is its peacekeeper. It calms nerve activity, reduces excitability, and helps produce ATP, the energy molecule that powers every movement you make. A banana provides around 32 milligrams of magnesium. Modest, yes, but meaningful, especially when paired with magnesium-rich foods like spinach, legumes, or almonds. Magnesium is often overlooked, but it's one of the quiet rules of senior decluttering, not in your closets, but in your cells. Remove what stresses the system, replace what's missing, and keep things flowing with simplicity and purpose. Vitamin B6, the forgotten guardian. And here's where bananas shine even more. They offer about 0.4 milligrams of vitamin B6, nearly 30% of what seniors need daily. This vitamin is critical for the nervous system. It ensures smooth communication between brain and muscle, reduces inflammation in nerve tissue, and supports red blood cell production, bringing fresh oxygen to tired muscles. Without enough B6, the body can't recover as it should. Cramping becomes more frequent. Weakness lingers longer. But one banana, especially when combined with other fiber-rich foods like oats or unsalted nuts, delivers a natural, steady boost of nutrients without spiking blood sugar. This fits beautifully into a healthy aging lifestyle where energy isn't forced but sustained, and solutions don't disrupt your system. They harmonize with it. Hydration and electrolyte balance. Many seniors underestimate dehydration. Mild dehydration is one of the top contributors to muscle cramps. With about 75% water content, bananas help hydrate the body gently. They also support sodium balance, which is equally important. Too little sodium? The muscle can't contract. Too much? It can't relax. A simple bedtime routine: 1 banana, a glass of water, and just a pinch of natural salt like sea salt or Himalayan pink salt can do more than relax your body. It can restore peace to your nights. When and how to eat bananas. 4. Most seniors, 1 banana per day is enough. But if you live in a hot climate, sweat easily, or are particularly active, 2 bananas might be just right. If you're managing diabetes, don't worry, bananas can still be part of your diet when paired wisely. Combine them with Greek yogurt, sprinkle chia seeds, or enjoy alongside a handful of raw almonds. These combinations slow sugar absorption while enhancing muscle recovery. Bananas are not a cure-all, but they are one of the simplest, most effective ways to support your muscles, nerves, and recovery all in one peel. Like the gentle rhythm of clutter-free living, bananas remind us that simplicity can be healing. That one small change of habit, as easy as a fruit, can offer relief in the hours when your body needs it most. The hidden power in a handful, nuts and seeds for muscle relief. They don't look like much. Tiny, crunchy, easy to overlook. But within a single handful of nuts or seeds lies a concentrated dose of what your aging muscles, nerves, and circulation have been quietly begging for. These aren't just snacks. For those walking the path of elderly wisdom, they are tools, natural. Tools for strength, balance, and peace at night. Muscle cramps in seniors don't come from nowhere. They're the result of years of slow nutrient loss, declining muscle mass, and the body's fading ability to maintain electrolyte balance. That's why when you reach for a processed snack, your body doesn't just miss out, it gets robbed. But when you reach for almonds, pumpkin seeds, or walnuts, you're giving it something restorative. Let's break down how this works, gently, clearly, and powerfully. Magnesium, the mineral of muscle calm. If there's one nutrient that defines the anti-cramp power of nuts and seeds, it's magnesium. Just a small deficiency can trigger muscle hyperexcitability, leading to twitching, stiffness, and those agonizing night cramps. Seniors are especially prone to low magnesium due to digestive changes and medication side effects. Here's where the beauty of nature comes in. Pumpkin seeds, 168 milligrams of magnesium in just 28 grams, covering nearly 40% of your daily needs. Almonds, 77 milligrams per serving. Cashews, 74 milligrams. Flax seeds, sunflower seeds, each with their own blend of support. A daily handful, about 28 grams, can be all it takes to restore magnesium levels and help your muscles breathe, relax, and stop clenching when you're trying to rest. But there's more. Potassium. Support. Not just bananas. Jobio, I've heard potassium and cramps go hand in hand. And yes, bananas are the champions. But many nuts and seeds bring backup. Pistachios, 290 milligrams of potassium per serving. Almonds, 200 milligrams. Cashews, 160 milligrams. That means, alongside their magnesium content, these foods help regulate nerve signals and fluid balance so your muscles receive the right command at the right time. No more random spasms, no more wake-up calls in the middle of the night. Just smoother movement, inside and out. And here's where we connect with another layer of healthy aging lifestyle: circulation and inflammation. Healthy fats. For flow. Not flare. Nuts and seeds are rich in healthy fats, especially omega-3 south and monounsaturated fats. These don't just keep your heart healthy. They reduce inflammation in muscle tissue, improve blood flow to aging limbs, and speed up recovery after physical activity. Walnuts are loaded with omega-3s. Almonds and cashews promote HDL, the good cholesterol, and lower inflammation. Markers. These fats nourish cell membranes, making muscles more resilient and less reactive. Good circulation means good oxygen delivery. And that means less fatigue, less tightness, less cramping. Natural defense against chronic inflammation. Many older adults live with low-grade chronic inflammation, whether from arthritis, old injuries, or just time itself. This inflammation not only causes pain, but also increases cramp sensitivity and slows recovery. Nuts and seeds bring powerful antioxidants to the rescue. Vitamin E, Supports nerve protection and cellular repair. Selenium and polyphenols. Calm inflammation. And protect muscle fibers from oxidative stress. Together, they create a nutritional shield, reducing chronic pain and restoring vitality in areas you may have thought were beyond help. This ties beautifully into downsizing tips for seniors, not in your closet, but in your habits. Replace big burdens with small boosts. A processed snack for a few walnuts. A sugary treat for a handful of pumpkin seeds. The smallest change can have the deepest impact. When and how to add them, timing matters. You can sprinkle seeds on your breakfast yogurt or oatmeal. Add almonds or pistachios to salads. Even toss a few into steamed vegetables for a satisfying dinner crunch. Most importantly, enjoy a small serving before bed to help your muscles stay calm through the night. Recommended daily amount: about 28 grams or 2 tablespoons of seeds. Go raw or dry roasted. Avoid heavily salted or oil-fried versions. And if you have allergies or sensitive digestion, start small and observe how your body responds. Think of nuts and seeds not as luxury foods, but as your daily allies. They are compact, versatile, and incredibly dense in what your aging body actually needs. In a world that often asks seniors to subtract, to do less, eat less, expect less, this is one place where you can add and feel better for it. Rebuilding from within. A lifestyle of strength, simplicity, and peace. When you've lived long enough, you begin to see patterns. You start to notice how the little things, the things most people dismiss, are the ones that often matter most. One skipped glass of water, one night of restless sleep, one nutrient too low, too long. And just like that, pain shows up where ease once lived. But this is where elderly wisdom shines. It doesn't look for miracles. It doesn't chase trends. It listens. It simplifies. It heals by honoring what the body quietly asks for. What we've explored together: eggs, bananas, nuts, and seeds aren't just about leg cramps. They're about reclaiming the parts of yourself you thought were lost to time. They bring back control. They bring back rest. They bring back trust in your own body's ability to function well when given what it needs. And more importantly, they reinforce something deeper: that a healthy aging lifestyle is less about restriction and more about intention. Choosing foods, not because they're trendy, but because they serve you. Because they create comfort at night, strength during the day, and dignity always. Declutter the diet. Reclaim the body as you grow older. Life invites you to declutter, not just your home, but your habits. The same way senior decluttering rules help you clear physical spaces for peace and safety, you can apply this to your plate. Let go of the overprocessed, the complicated, the empty. Embrace what's real, what nourishes, what honors your biology instead of overwhelming it. One egg in the morning. One banana in the afternoon. A small handful of almonds or pumpkin. Seeds before bed. A glass of water here. A quiet meal there. This isn't a diet. It's not a plan. It's a rhythm. A way of living that aligns your food, your sleep, your energy, and your calm. That's how clutter-free living truly begins, not in the closet, but in the kitchen. The hidden cost of neglect. Neglecting these basics doesn't just cost you comfort. It can cost you independence. Frequent cramps lead to falls. Poor circulation reduces mobility. Sleep disruption impacts memory, mood, and metabolism. All of it adds up, slowly, until you're not living, just managing. But change doesn't have to be dramatic. That's the gift of food-based healing. It's gentle. It builds with each bite, each day, each better choice. How to make this stick? Here's a simple way to begin integrating this wisdom into your life. Breakfast: scrambled eggs with a few herbs. Snack: a banana, perhaps paired with a spoonful of nut butter. Dinner: steamed vegetables. topped with roasted seeds or chopped nuts. Before bed, a glass of water, and if needed, half a banana or a few unsalted pistachios. No apps. No scales. No guilt. Just you. Tuning into what your body has been asking for all along. Your home, your health, and just like you organize your living space with home organization after 60, you can organize your eating habits. Keep a bowl of bananas on the table. Store your nuts in clear jars. Set reminders to drink water before bed. These small visual cues create big behavioral change without overwhelm. Without forgetting this is about building muscle, not just with protein, but with consistency. It's about treating your nutrition with the same care you'd give to reorganizing your room, removing what no longer fits, and keeping only what strengthens you. The quiet joy of feeling better. Imagine waking up after a full night's sleep, free of cramps. Imagine walking around the house without that tightness in your calves. Imagine sitting down for dinner, knowing what's on your plate is not just food, it's medicine, energy, protection. That's the joy of listening to your body. That's the reward of choosing declutter, regret-free living from your cupboards to your muscles. Closing message and call to action. If this message resonates with you, take a moment, not just to hit the like button or subscribe, but to look around your kitchen, your pantry, your habits. What small change can you make today? Can you buy eggs instead of a processed breakfast? Can you add a banana to your afternoon routine? Can you swap a bag of chips for a handful of unsalted almonds? These choices don't just prevent cramps. They send a message that even now you care. You're choosing to invest in comfort, movement, and peace. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another moment of health guidance crafted just for you. And if you know someone, your spouse, your parent, your neighbor, who suffers from nighttime cramps, share this video with them. You might just change their sleep and their life. Stay strong, stay informed, and stay kind to your body. It's been serving you longer than you realize.